Hey guys, I do have a t-shirt order and I'm doing a t-shirt order, but I've never shown this before. I've always knew about it, but I just never did it because it takes a little time to set up. I don't know how much you can see on this vinyl right here. I don't know if you can see this box right here, but this technique is called a weeding box. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to zoom in for a second. I'm sitting down and I can't really see the screen. So I don't know how much of this you can see. I'm gonna have to stand up so I can look at it. So I can see it. So I'm almost wondering if you guys can see it. But if you look at it closely, it's the light. Let me tap on the screen again. You see this line right here? Goes all the way around my design. So I had a bunch of words that I have to cut out. So instead of wasting a lot of vinyl, which I hate doing, and I don't waste a lot of vinyl, you see I got all of my words in one box. This is called a weeding box. So when I weed all this, see all this extra vinyl right here, you don't have to throw it away. You can save it. And it's got all of my words in this one little box called the weeding box. So I was able to put a set of words in this box. And then I got another box that's here that you can see. Oh, it's rolling up on me. But okay, yeah, you can see it if I lay it down. See, the box goes around it like this. And it keeps you from having to waste a lot of vinyl, which is awesome for me because I don't like wasting vinyl. I always save vinyl. So this whole line right here, it puts a weeding box around your design, which I did words. And I got all this vinyl that is going to be saved. So once I finish weeding all this out, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Once I lift it out, you'll see the clean cut. And what I'll do is I'll cut all this extra vinyl off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, it's rolling up on me, y'all. So I might just keep it close in right now so y'all can see me weed it out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys how to weed out this weeding box. And I'm sorry that the camera keeps shaking because I'm at this table and it keeps on bumping, where the chair keeps bumping it. So what I'm gonna do is see how easy you can just pull it up. And see that clean cut around there? That's the weeding box. So I'm going to carefully pull it up to get to the words. And this did take a little time to do because you got to place all the letters, not the letters, you got to place all the words to where you can fit a bunch of them in the box at once. And I had to turn some words one way, some words another way. You kind of had to squeeze them together. I know some people don't like squeezing them together because it's a cut, it's a close cut. But I don't mind doing it. I just cut around it. But as you can see, you see this clean cut that I'm talking about right here? Table, stop shaking. See that clean cut right there? That was the weeding box that I put around it. So that way I wouldn't have words all over the place. Because if I would have let Cricut set it up, they would have had the words just everywhere. I mean, they do try to put them in some kind of order, but they leave too much space for me and it wastes too much. it wastes way too much vinyl for me. So I like to do it myself. The only thing about weeding, it does take a minute to weed. And it does, you got to be, it's kind of, I'm not going to say technical, it's not technical. It's kind of tedious. And I've never did the weeding box before, but I would always see some of the crafters do a weeding box. But I just never did it. And since I had all these words and stuff that I had to cut out, I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try the weeding box. I said this would be the perfect time to try this weeding box. So that's what I tried last night. And I was up till like 5 some. Well, actually, shoot, longer than that. My husband was getting up at 5 to go to work. And I was up. You know, messing around on the computer. I was in between the Cricut machine and my embroidery machine. Because I'm trying out some new embroidery designs. I haven't brought them yet. But I'm seeing which ones I like. And the only thing you got to pay attention to is when you're weeding, like right now. I'm glad I'm looking, because the I that gets weeded out with this name just now got stuck. It was getting pulled up with the vinyl, and that's not how it's supposed to. It's not supposed to be getting pulled up. There we go. So now I have to be careful with these little eyes. That's what I say. The smaller the font is, you will have a time with some of this font. Hopefully it, nope, didn't stay down again. So let me find this little, where did it go? It's in there because I saw it. But I gotta find this little piece of eye. The little dot that goes over top of the eye is what I'm talking about. I see it. I just gotta get it. And I need to make sure it's on the right side. There we go. I still need to make sure it's on the right side because I don't know if it's on the right side or not. But I can look at it and tell just by looking at the mat. If it's like matte looking, then I know it's on the right side. But yes, you have to pay attention when you are weeding to make sure the little dots, the little small pieces don't come up, because they will. And then when you go to animal and you're looking for them and you're like, hold on, my little dot is missing on the eye or something to that nature. And then you'll have to go back. If you can't find it, then you'll have to go back and recut out just, well, me. I know some people will cut out the whole word, but I wouldn't. I'll just cut out what I need, which would be the little dot. So yeah, this is going to take some time because this is a big sheet of letters. I keep saying letters, but words. This is a big sheet of words. And now when I get to that particular name, I have to watch out and make sure that I, for that dot, is not getting picked up with the, let's see how that lifted up. That's why I say you got to pay attention, because if not, you will mess up your stuff. And I gotta put it back on track, which just happens to me all the time. See? It's the only thing about it. You got to pay attention, because if not, you'll pick up your stuff. And then when you finish, you're looking for it and you don't know where it's at. And like I said, a lot of times you find some of the stuff stuck on you. So I'm going to peel this up and see how that little eye. I'm trying to make it do what it do. I'm glad I saw it. Yeah, I just got to scoot it back over. And that's the thing that I used to be scared about, trying to do so many at one time, because I was scared I was going to mess up a lot of the letters and words, that I was going to pick them up. And then I wouldn't be able to find certain pieces. But I'm telling you, when I was first amateur at this Cricut stuff, oh yeah, it used to drive me insane. Because I stayed losing a letter or missing a letter. I'm trying to find a piece, and a lot of the dots did not, I did not press a lot of the dots that was supposed to have been with the eyes, because I peeled them up and I didn't even know that they were supposed to have been there. And then when I look at the font or something on my computer, and I'm like, well, it does show a dot on here, but on mine, no dot. And then sometimes I'll go back and look through my the scrap vinyl, and I'll find the piece where it was cut out at, and there is my little dot still stuck there. But I know sometimes the eyes is very irrelevant, to where a lot of the fonts don't even have the little dot. It's just a line. But if it has it, and I know it has it, I ain't going to cheat the customer out of their little dot. I'm going to recut it out, or either I'm going to look for it and I'm going to find it. Like I said, a lot of times if you go back through your scrap, you can find it. It's just the thing of going back through your scrap to find it. And the smaller the font is, the more trouble you will have weeding it. But this weeding box definitely comes in handy. If you had to do like me, this is a lot of words, y'all, a lot. See, look at here, it's a lot of words. And as y'all can see, I flipped some of the words upside down. I got one going this way, one going that way, so that way they can fit over top of each other. And they are close, but I got the scissors, I can just cut them apart. And like I said, I know some people don't like it being close, because they're scared they're gonna cut their design. And I know some people weed with the stuff still stuck to their Cricut mat. I've never did that, because I always got to use the mat for another cutout. So even though I got a couple of new mats, I still haven't even opened some of them yet. But as y'all can see, yes, the weeding takes time. And then it's so sticky, like you get stuck to it. Your hands get stuck to it, you get stuck to it. And y'all can see how fine this font is, right? Got my little trash bag in here. It's just a piece, yep. And I will say, this is not a lot of wasted vinyl, but I get to save a lot of it, and it's not all crooked, it's straight, because you get to put a perfect box around it, which helps a lot if you're doing a lot. And that's why I chose to do it with this. Now, if I just had a couple of words, I wouldn't have done a weeding box. This is just because I'm doing multiples, because I have multiple shirts to do. So, I mean, it may not be easy for everybody. Everybody may not like the weeding box. but this is my first time trying it, and so far I like it. I feel like it's easier and it's more convenient for me since I like to save my scraps. But if you're not worried about saving your scraps, then don't worry about a weeding box. You don't even have to do a weeding box. Just cut and go. But now with these prices going up on this stuff, shoot, you better think about saving some of these scraps on it. I've always been a big fan of saving stuff. Even when I got fabric and stuff, I save a lot of my scrap fabric. Like if I want to do a, let's say like a practice stitch out, I'll use some of my scrap fabric and do my little stitch out to where I didn't have to go in and use a piece of brand new fabric. Cutting into that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how the weeding box worked. I don't know how clear this video is to where you can even understand it or catch on to what a weeding box is. I've tried to explain it the best way I can and show it to you. But I'm sure some people out here that's already been using a weeding box, and they know exactly what I'm talking about, and they know how much vinyl it can save and also time. Because actually weeding this, it seems better than when I weeded the last couple of shirts I've done. Because like I said, I've already done some. I'm just looking back at these eyes, making sure that they're got their little dots to it. And hopefully this one is on the right side because it picked up all the way. And like I said, I'll find out once I go look at it, whether it's on the right side or not. Because if it's on the wrong side, it's not going to look matte. And then I got to go in each piece of this little letter, these letters, and get out the insides. Like I said, it can be pretty challenging doing these weeding. Like I said, it used to be relaxing. I used to love doing it. Now, I don't care so much about doing it. But it's not bad. But I think if you're going to do it, you need to be comfortable and get somewhere comfortable and do it. So I think some of the ways I was doing it, I wasn't comfortable doing it. I was just, because I'm very limited to the room that I have in here, because I got so much stuff, and so much stuff is just, I'm just not organized, and I get very frustrated, and then it makes me not enjoy my crafts. Makes me don't even want to do it, because a lot of times by the time I actually find some of the stuff I'm looking for, I don't even want to do it because I've wasted so much time trying to find it. And I'm like, I know I got it. It's in what bag though? In what room? Where did I store it at? Did I put it upstairs? Do I got it downstairs? Yeah. So it's best to be, if you're going to be a crafter, it's best to be organized. And if you're just a hobby crafter, you really don't even craft a lot. Even if you don't even craft a lot, nobody wants to go through the time trying to find the stuff and trying to figure out where it is and all this stuff. Now see, just my mind right here, just seeing this open spot right here. Look at just that. That drive me crazy because I feel like I could have saved this whole piece. But hey. But the weeding box had to come all the way out because of the words that went all the way out. Now I see, I feel like I could have saved this whole big piece. Y'all just don't know how anal I am about wasting vinyl. I guess because a lot of the vinyl that I do get, it ain't cheap. And some of the vinyl, I look back, that I probably got last year. I look at the price now and shoot, it's way more. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, what happened? And they're like, oh yeah, the price went up. I said, oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to do, right? Trying to say that little corn don't make no sense that I be acting like that. But I'm gonna do it if I can save it. And I'm gonna lay it right on back down. Oh. Oh, honey, you are, you know, people that know me, or even if they don't. Yes, I be saving, honey. I mean, look at this whole piece right here. I can do a whole word right here. Y'all better stop playing with me. But I am gonna cut this. But yep, when I cut this off, I'm gonna save this piece. Anyway, it was in a weeding thing, but I'm gonna save it, y'all. Look at that. So I can put a whole word right there. Or if they small words, I can fit a few of them in here. Y'all better stop playing with me. I'm probably going to have to get my tweezers out to pick up some of this little stuff. And I think whoever came out with this weeding box, very smart. I can't get this little piece off. Just making sure there ain't no dot to none, which I don't think so. But now y'all see these little small words. I gotta go inside now and pick all these little pieces out. That's why I say a lot of people don't like the weed in it. Like I said, it ain't for the weak, honey. You gotta like to do it, or you just gotta want to do it. One or the other. No, I don't like to do it, but I know I have to do it, so don't bother me. But yeah, I'm gonna get off. I just wanted to show you guys the weeding box and how it would look. And I still got another box over here that I have to weed out also. But thank you guys for watching, and as always, be blessed. Bye.